Cameraman, how are you?
What a month of football we have in store for the Jersey Bulls. And today they take on the Rams of Croydon. Well, there's 4 big games for the Bulls this season, this week, this month. It's going to be an interesting next few weeks with AFC Croydon today, then Whiteleaf, then Faversham, and then Sevenoaks, finishing off a February feast of games. Well, today the first hurdle to get over is going to be against the Rams of Croydon, who the Bulls, of course, beat earlier in the season, way back now at the end of September at the Mayfield Stadium, winning 3-2. A game where they took the lead, the Rams. The Bulls came back, and a consolation second goal, an own goal by Jamie Watley, with the scores finishing 3-2. For the Bulls today, James Kerry, who's already made 200 appearances plus, makes his 200th start and will captain the side. And a pretty attacking side the Bulls have put out today with Ray Dos Santos and Lorne Bickley and Miguel Carvalho. We expect to make up a front 3. Adam Trotter in the midfield with Luke Watson. A good back 4 again of expect. Kerry in the middle, this time with Watling, Jay Giles, and of course Johnny LeCain at right back. So the Bulls today start February's mission. AFC Croydon have got 6 of the starting side that played the Bulls last time out. And starting today, who was on the bench, is their number 7, Cadell Daniel. In charge of the game this afternoon is Pablo Aguilar Cabanez. Well, the build-up is almost over. The players just clearing a few of the cones on the pitch from the warm-ups. And the captains, James Kerry and Luke Dreyer, line up with the officials for the final photo opportunities before we get this game going. AFC Croydon sitting in 2nd position. The Bulls in 6th, just outside the playoffs. But a chance today to really set a mark. If they can do the double over the Rams today, it will drive them forward. And of course, a couple of mentions. One for the manager, Elliot Powell, who was named the January Manager of the Month by the Isthmian League for this level. So huge congratulations to him. And a new sponsor for the Jersey Bulls, Ride Taxis, which no doubt they hope you will come along for the ride with the Bulls for the rest of this season. Well, 90 minutes of football ahead of us. Croydon looking to bounce back from their defeat last week. The Bulls denied all 3 points from a late goal in their game against the Nuts and Bolts of Ashford. Well, the minute's applause is over and the players are ready. Kind of a light blue strip with white shorts for the visitors. Bulls, of course, in the home strip of red and white. Well, Mr. Caballier's in the middle there. Looks like he's ready. It's going to be the Rams that will get this game going. They will kick from right to left in the first half. Strap in, get ready. We've got a game on our hands. And for the first time this afternoon, it's the Rams to kick off. And we're underway. A long ball forward again. James Carey can just let that bounce and let it bounce and roll out. Well, Route 1 football there from the Rams, but coming to nothing. An early touch for Jamie Watling, who's been in good form this season. Luke Watson. And Watling goes long again. Well, across there. Cut out in the middle. Looks like it may well be McCarthy there. Bulls have the throw-in quickly taken. Plains of handball, nothing doing. Play on. Ball forward again, and the ball bouncing around on the heads. Nobody getting underneath it. Ritzema trying to get in. Now Trotter. Bit of an up and under from him, looking for Cavalier, who's done well. Cavalier's well. Infringement has been given. Looks like a foul there against Cavalier. He won the ball, but not fairly. And a bit of a interesting start. A little bit of head tennis and just a little bit ponderous, maybe. As Tangara will take the free kick. Again, long clearance from the keeper. Trotter goes for the header, doesn't get it. He's just trying to bring it out of control here as Trotter. Well, in fact, Cavalier gets the touch but can't get the run going. Back and across in the middle there. He's Binham Williams. And out on that far side is Boateng, the right back, who we saw back at Mayfield. Looking for the long throw now. Watling gets across. The Rams still have it. He's trying to create something here. Ball out to this side to Binham Williams, who has a bit of space, but Cavalier quickly to him. Back to Dreyer. And a slow build-up there. Again, Colquitt with a touch back. And now with the skipper. He brings it forward. Binham Williams just hooking this touchline. Dreyer again tries to play the ball in and behind. Van der Vliet starts to come and then changes his mind. Well, there's a look across to see if the flag is up, which it is. Trying to get in there was Grant, who, of course, was the opening goal scorer back in September. Got the Rams off to an early lead inside 20 minutes. This time can't avoid the offside trap. Flicked on there by Bickley. Now, not the last touch, ball's throw. No, we know Croydon have come over, they've prepared for this. They came over yesterday, going to make sure that they don't just land and get off the plane and get onto the pitch. They gave themselves time to settle. Now they'll have to deal with the first launch of the Johnny LeCain rocket throw. Here it comes, towards the near post, looking for the flick on, it's back and across, it's hooked clear. And out it goes, and a chance made for LeCain to reload. And they've got numbers back, Croydon here. As LeCain will have a second chance. Ball comes in, near post, looking for the flick on. Now, ball not cleared, but given away straight now to Trotter, who picks it up, who plays it back in, looks for the Bickley as the overstep there from Ritzema, but doesn't make its way through, and the Rams have it back with Dreyer and then Binham Williams on this near side. Just keeping control of the ball here. Looking for an option is Colquitt in the middle. Boateng far side. Back again to McCarthy. And then Williams again. Just both sides, you feel, are trying to work each other out. Another long ball cut out in the middle there by Giles. Hooked clear by Watson. Bickley will give chase. And then the ball goes out, and it's advantage there for the Bulls. There's McCarthy across with the header. De Santos this time from the far side. Bulls setting players forward. Watling getting into the box. De Santos tries to launch one. Well, that's a decent throw from him. It's flicked on. It's in the melee of the 6-yard box. Also Watson. Well, oh dear, Watson. That was not quite the shot that he wanted to get off, and in the end gets underneath it and sends it over. And talking about being up and over, there goes the drone, flying high again today above Springfield Stadium, looking to give us the angle on those tight decisions, which of course the officials don't get to see. But for now, Ben and Williams again, and back to Dreyer. And McCarthy. Cagey so far, this opening 5 or so minutes. Back with the skipper. A lot of movement, but not much forward for the Rams as yet. Just knocking it around casually across the back. Coming short there is Daniel. Just steps over a couple of times, but he hits it into De Santos, and now quickly releases it. Trotter now to Watson. Into the feet of Bickley, lovely touch from him. Trotter now trying to find the run. Lacane, will he take the shot? He looks one more pass for Cavalier. Cavalier squares it. Anyone arriving? Well, it goes flashing across the 6-yard box. There's a touch on it. It looks like it's a Croydon touch. It's going to be the first corner, and it will be for the Jersey Bulls. Well, a golden chance there for someone who gambled to get in that 6-yard box and to turn it in. Not to be. Corner it results. Well, one of the Croydon players has gone down in the box. There's a collision there with Watson off the ball. Looks like it's Grant who's gone down. Quickly up again. Mr. Cavaniers will have a chat. And just a collision, accidental, appears to be what saw Reece Grant take a little bit of Springfield 3G in as the Bulls take the corner. Cavalier now will whip it in right foot, looking for the header in the middle of anyone. Watson back and across. Well, he wanted really to have the big man Bickley, but it's still alive with the Bulls now. Lacane trying to stay on side, does. Twisting and turning inside Cavalier. Can he get away? Trying to find an angle here. Back in he comes again, looks for the far post, looking this time, well, for Watling, who's stayed up but can't get near that one. Well, promising couple of minutes here for the Jersey Bulls, but unable to make it pay as yet. They look pretty calm though, the Rams, not ruffled by the Bulls. They're pressing forward and to create that opening. It's not yet able to cash in. Play on that far side. Inside again now for Colquette. Out to, this time, Pierrick, who's hugging this left touchline. Colquette again. Inside this time to Dunn. Far side is Boateng. Back inside, holding it up. Stepping over, doing really well. The ball's still alive, but there's nobody out there for the Rams. And the pressure there looked like Cadell Daniel with the twinkle toes. And now Bickley getting back, but it's fallen for the Rams. Slip there, challenge in the middle, Trotter down, Cavalier getting back. Pierrick now tries to get past Lekane. He squares it. Far post, looking for anybody to get there. Oh, just skips off the head. And the Bulls try to break with Bickley, who brings it under control in some haphazard way, but he somehow has it. And the Bulls go back to Van der Vliet, who decides to go straight through the middle, straight to Cavalier, who's not able to control that. Decent idea. Dreyer now picks it up. Looking again to that right-hand side. Good play. Inside again. A lovely interplay there. Cadell, well, looks like Cadell Daniel just about to receive it, but the referee getting in his way. It's going to be a drop ball. Will it be contested? And like you think that Watson will just, well, he has carried on. Kere. Again, looking for what appears to be a battle of size there, with Bin and Williams towering over Cavalier. But Cavalier's had a little bit of luck already and a little bit of success down that right flank for the Bulls, as here come the Rams again. Just knocking around, just finding it hard to break down the Bulls so far, but nice crisp football from the visitors again. Long ball looking for Pierrick, who's going to get on his bike, but the Cane should get there in time and just does enough to get it back to Van der Vliet, who'll want to clear it, doesn't want to mess around with it back there. Lekane now does clear it into the danger area and then hooked away. And can the Bulls turn defence into attack? As well, they've certainly got a throw. And it looks like we've seen that a couple of times already in this opening exchange, is that the Bulls looking to go for that route one football. They feel Cavalier, who's on it now, has a bit of pace to take on Ben and Williams. Cavalier now clips it far post, headed away. Looks like McCarthy is there this time. Maybe could have gone for the goal, could have tried the shot. Oh, good skills on that far side. Back to Dreyer again. Oh, long ball, direct route, looking for Watling. Van der Vliet should be able to get there, does. He gets a bit of a nudge, bit of afters, but all part of the game. Van der Vliet now does try the long one to Bickley, flicks it on, looking for Cavalier to try and get inside Ben and Williams. Ben and Williams just stands across him there, using his size and his strength. Tangara with just a short little nudge to his skipper, who brings it forward. Still goalless here at Springfield Stadium. Now, chance down that right-hand side. The run there of Williams. Well, he's twisting and turning, but he can't get past Jay Giles, who can bring it away. Well, a short pass inside to Watson, given away, picked up now. Watling doing well, shot comes in. Well, it is Grant in the end. It's going to be a corner. Corner for the Rams. Watling got caught by the looks of it as Grant took the shot. And he's gone down. Just going to maybe just need a little bit of the magic sponge or equivalent. Watling, in fact, is just going to get up there. And a chance for the Rams to pack the penalty box. Plenty of bodies forward here, plenty back for the Bulls. And the left out swinger coming in towards the box, far post, unmarked, back and across, but not on target. And the Bulls will get the goal kick. Well, a little bit disjointed, the football so far. Neither side getting into any kind of rhythm. as we tick towards the quarter of an hour mark. Long ball again, looking for Bickley. Jumping there with McCarthy. Trotter then been dispossessed. Pierrick using his strength. Inside to Dunn. Dunn flicks it across and not maybe intended for Daniel, but it's reached him. Now Williams whips it in. It comes off a Bulls player, but Van der Vliet gets there ahead of Grant and then launches the counter straight up into the sun. Dreyer does well, meets it, plays it out to Boateng, and calm is restored. Again, just a slow build-up. Looking again down that right-hand side, trying to take on Giles. Good play again. Williams can't get it past Ritzimer, who's back helping out. Now Watson, now Ritzimer. Ritzimer just plays it towards Bickley, just can't get it through. As McCarthy cuts it out. And again, they're looking down that right-hand side, the Rams. Boateng getting forward. Ball's whipped in. Header by Watling. Falls nicely for Pierrick, trying to get it onto a shooting side. He does. Saved by Van der Vliet at the near post. Still alive for the Rams. Bingham Williams, left foot. Cavalier back. In there again to Colkett. Done. Good possession here from the Rams. Ball into the box, headed away by Watling. Solid header from him. Back again with Dunn. Clip forward. Solid work again by Watling. He's clashing, looks like, with Williams there, and the ball's still alive. The Rams trying to get forward. Trotter with a sliding challenge, does well, times it, wins it, keeps hold of it. Then he's dispossessed. Here come the Rams. Well, outside of the boot there. Looks like it's Reece Grant who gets the final touch. Always looking like it was bending away, but Trotter getting stuck in there in the middle. But the threat as the Rams batter the Bulls' back line. And a few Rams fans behind Van der Vliet, enjoying the February sunshine and also enjoying the refreshments. As again, Cavalier trying to battle with Bingham Williams. Flicked on. Now, foul on Dos Santos, who's gone down. Just caught there. Bulls free kick. Oh, looks a little bit weary, but he's up. Going to leave this free kick for Jay Giles. Watling will go forward. Bulls look to put a bit of pressure now on the Rams' back line, just holding edge of the penalty box, no deeper. Giles flicked it in, flicked off. Goal kick. Now McCain claiming, came off a Rams head. Mr. Cavaliers points to the goal kick. And again, Dreyer bringing it forward. Now 12:30 kickoff. He's blessed with sunshine after a very wet week. Will it be a damp squib, or will we see some fireworks, some real highlights football? So far, both sides just still in that phase of working it out, working out where the weakness is. As Dreyer has it. And the Bulls just holding their shape, forcing it back again. McCarthy, Boateng. Cross goes Daniel, not used. McCarthy, short ball, Trotter nearly nips in. Dreyer keeps a cool head. Cool Luke. And done. Still working it around with Colkett now. Dreyer, not much movement ahead, but Grant makes the run now this time. Cut out though by LeCain, who spots it. Chance maybe for a counter again here with Dos Santos, and stepping in is Dunn, who does enough. The Bulls have got 5 on the bench today. Barlow, Campbell, Kilshaw, Carr and Sunley. Some reinforcements if needed. Barlow, certainly one to go up top. Sunley, it's a bit of variety, a bit of slick, skillful play. And then solidity with Campbell, Carr and Kilshaw. As here comes Ritzimer trying to work his way through, trying to get into the box. He does, he gets caught. Well, the referee's pointed for something. Looks like he's pointed for the goal kick, which has been taken. Dreyer again. Tries to bring it forward, no challenge. And then straight to LeCain, who again is ahead of Grant. Now Giles. Back to Van der Vliet, short ball to Kere. And LeCain, he's just got Pierrick for company, he just shadows him. And again, the long ball looking to get in behind Bill Williams for Carvalho. Dreyer heads it clear. Dunn trying to get there, does. Oh, foul there by Carvalho. Just a little nudge into Colquette there. And again, McCarthy just changes the gear, goes over the halfway line. Far side for Williams. Across the back again, and still they look for something here, the Rams, to find a way through. Bulls just happy to mark the areas. As Bickley comes across and the ball goes towards Johnny LeCain, who heads it clear, and Carvalho, who's given it away to Pierrick, who's got a bit of support now with Colquette. Inside here to Daniel, to Dunn, back again. Now with Bingham Williams. Quick play there, good fast passing, but still having to go backwards to McCarthy. Boateng on his outside. Gets it this time. Good play by the Rams here, keeping hold of the ball. Good skill by Colquette, who's shaking off Trotter. Daniel again. Back to Williams. Dunn. Inside. Now Dreyer, who's well inside the Bulls' half. Daniel again, and back it goes. Dreyer still needs a bit more ahead of him. Not seeing too much in terms of movement, but the long ball for Williams, who will battle it out in that corner with Dos Santos, who does well. Williams equally still alive. Quick ball in, slip in the box. Well, Watling is going to have conceded the corner. Comes off him last. Off Daniel, they try to just nip it in. Second corner of the first half for the Rams. Third in total. Chance to just put a bit of pressure on here. Referee just having a word, edge of the penalty box. As there's numbers around the penalty spot. Ball comes in, it should be Van der Vliet, doesn't come. Flicked away by Watling, though, does really well there in a crowd of players. And Watling just has the time to get across and play it up to Carvalho. Brings it down nicely. Oh, lovely turn from the magician. Going to take it on, but he's going to run out of room. Just need a little bit more. Just needs to not perhaps play it as quickly as he did. In the end, he just overhit it for himself. A great spin and turn away there. Starting to see some of Miguel Carvalho's magic. And again, McCarthy cruising across that back line. Colquitt trying to get things going, and Daniel gets it back to him. In fact, it's Ben and Williams who stay forward. McCain, well, he's been dispossessed. Ben and Williams drives the shot into Kerry, who's got across and helped out McCain there. Now Carvalho tries to play the first-time ball. It hits Dunn. Trotter now looking for a bit of support here. Decides to cut inside. Goes to whip it across the back line to Giles. First-time touch to Ritzema. Ahead of him to the side is De Santos, who gets the ball now. De Santos, not a lot of room there. Trying to keep it alive, does well. Finds Watson. Forward again now, Ritzema. One touch, there's LeCain, bit of space. Will he take the shot? Johnny LeCain goes for goal. Tangara had it covered. But the right decision, you felt, from Johnny LeCain, just not quite getting it on target, not quite locking it in. The radar just letting him down. But with fairness to Tangara, he was down and he had it if it had been on target. Again, we see the Bulls just trying to find that little bit of a counter against the Rams. A different Rams side these days. Back again, Dreyer inside. Colquitt plays it back to McCarthy. Again, that ball out to that right-hand side is cut out by Giles this time. Better from the Bulls, just keeping possession well. Van der Vliet now. There's a bit of time there for Kerry, not a huge amount as Daniel comes across. Bulls trying to keep hold of it, but they've given it away. This time Pierrick. Now Colquitt. Colquitt challenged late, was he, by Trotter? He says he plays the ball. The referee's going to give a free kick. Colquitt had a bit of a heap on the floor there. It was one of those that you got to get the ball. It looked like Trotter did quite get there, but he certainly got hold of Colquitt. It looks like he's going to be fine. Just shakes it off. Short ball. Colquitt will get it back. On this far side again is Pierrick, who's kept it despite the challenge. Short ball again. Bulls have broken it down, but Dreyer steps up. Now Dunn in towards the 6-yard box, looking for the leaping Grant. And in the end, Van der Vliet plays a little bit of cat and mouse with him and picks it up. And the Bulls don't want to gift Grant an easy opportunity. Van der Vliet sends it forward. Pickney's out, jumped by McCarthy. Giles is there, not the best of challenges and not the best of balls, but he's got away with it as De Santos has picked it up far side. Daniel covers back well. Dreyer again. Colquitt. Palms out as if to say, I want someone. Pierrick obliges. Pierrick trying to get past LeCain. He does. LeCain then tracks back and gets the ball. Just as it looked like Pierrick was about to go past him. And, well, again, that ball into Watson, who's caught. Daniel a little bit late. Watson just feeling it on the inside of his boot. Van der Vliet thinks about the short one and then changes his mind. still goalless here at Springfield Stadium. Jersey Bulls 0, Croydon Athletic 0. As Trotter has it, battling hard. Ritzema trying to get it through. Bickley, lovely back heel for Dos Santos. Dos Santos got it under his feet, can't get it loose, can't get it out. Dos Santos still battling. Dos Santos! Oh, well, what a save by Tangara. The referee lets play go, to be fair. And Dos Santos, his persistence in the challenge gets him to the inside the box, and in the end, he hits it at Tangara, who gets down quickly to his right and makes a good save. It should have been 1-0 to the Bulls there, but Tangara is up to it and makes the save to keep it level. Now, Williams at the other end, trying to break free. Ball into the middle. Well, it's in fact Williams. It was from Daniels, and it's a good interception from Jamie Watling. Played short. Here come the Rams. Good block there. Cavallio back on that side, helping out. Well, the one thing the Bulls have done as a unit these last few weeks, these last few months, is they defend as one. Nobody leaves it to anybody else. It's a solid unit. Everyone knows what their task is. Can't just play in the position. You've got to play as the manager wants. And that means getting back, covering. Ball played in, lovely little ball in there to the feet, but it's again well read by Watling ahead of Grant. Nice ball by Kerry to LeCain. Route one again, straight through the middle, looking for Bickley. Bickley is going to get there. Well, McCarthy goes down, mainly because Bickley pushes him in the back. And again, not the worst idea to go straight through the middle. In the end, the foul by Bickley, and the Rams have it back with Dunn. Cut out easily by Dos Santos, who can keep it alive as well, can try to get away. He's kept on the run. He's caught, though, by Dunn. Free kick, just an obstruction there. Dunn knew what he was doing, just stepped in at the right time, just to stop the flight of Dos Santos. So Giles will take the kick. And Dos Santos looking a little bit war-wounded already. Decides he will have free kick duties. Bickley, edge of the box. Long ball in. Well, he's got the goal, in fact, Dos Santos, and in the end, Tangara stretches high and gets hold of it at the second attempt. Everyone thinking that that ball was going to be played in for Dos Santos. He looks like he has a little bit of a pop at goal there. Cheeky from him. Tangara keeps his eye on it. Bingham Williams again. Now Pierrick, and those two interchanging down this left-hand side. One going wide, the other one dropping in, or vice versa. Now Pierrick skips away from Trotter, but Trotter doesn't give up, wins it back. Another foul there on Dos Santos. Should be another free kick. It is. Giles gets on into it, takes it first time, looking for Cavallio. Cavallio can't keep it in. Just too much on it from Jay Giles. Trying to make hay there while the sun is shining. Dreyer again. Across the back. McCarthy. Flick forward. Nice run by Williams. Across comes to Santos. And he's trying to shake him off this time. Wasn't able to, but lays it back. And inside it is now with Dunn, who tries the 1-2. Watson is there. Ball's clear. Only as far as Dreyer, who intercepts. Colkett. And now McCarthy. And just good possession here. Just a little bit of spell, keeping hold of it. Now the long ball, looking for Bingham Williams, who just takes his eye off it, allows Cavallio to win it, and to play it off Bingham Williams for the Bulls' goal kick. Ben Williams just had a little look up there. You could see him just glance as the ball was on its way. And that second was just enough for him to lose control of the ball as it did arrive. Well, McCarthy gets the header on it. Goes back to Tangara. And again, build up across the back here with Dreyer. Ben Williams will receive it this time, keeps his eye on it. Now done. Well, patience, they say, is a virtue. Croydon displaying plenty of that, but they now get forward on the far side with Pierrick, who switch flanks, in it comes. Well, good call from Van der Vliet, because Watling was going to play it as Grant was nipping in, and Van der Vliet arrives and takes hold. Another long ball into the sun. Ben Williams gets the head on it this time. Trotter in the battle, forward it goes, can't reach Bickley. And now at the other end, Kerry under a little bit of pressure. Ritzema back again. Van der Vliet goes route one, this time to Santos with the jump, who jumps well. Boateng though recovers. Plays it forward, but to Watson, who calmly lays it off to Giles, and ball's holding shape, just that four at the back with Watson just sitting up in that pocket. Kerry looks for the line, but he can't find Cavallio. Just having that extra bit of defensive availability with Watson in front of the four. And you've got Trotter ahead and Ritzema to the left. Now into the last 10 minutes of this first half. Here comes Dreyer, trying to drive the Rams forward. Blocked off again. Back with Colkett. Now Boateng. Colkett wants some help here. And in the end, another wayward ball. And a decent crowd in here at Springfield today to watch the Bulls play the Rams. So many of these fixtures over the last few years. Many a trip to the Mayfield Stadium. As quickly Bickley tries to get forward, and then a good challenge coming in there by McCarthy, who slides in, makes no mistake, takes no chances. Now the Mayfield always been a venue to go to, mainly on a Tuesday night for away games for the Bulls in the days of Step 5 football. And now both sides, of course, at the higher level and both wanting more. It's back with Kerry, who will whip one towards the centre of the penalty area. Back to Giles, who get a chance to play it back. De Santos runs nicely into that corner. Just dragged a little bit further away than he wanted to. Wins the throw-in. McCarthy for company. De Santos, who's now perfected the long arm throw from that side. There's another weapon to his armoury. We'll launch this one in. Here it comes. Hits Bickley. Falls now. Shot comes in. No real power in it from LeCain. Falls back now. Shot does go, and it's in! And it's Adam Trotter from outside the edge of the box with his left foot. The ball falls to him. He has a little look up. He strikes it beautifully. And he puts it into the bottom left-hand corner of the net. And Tangara is beaten, and the Bulls have the lead. Well, Adam Trotter scores some pretty good goals when he scores them. He had a bit of a worldie last season away at Tadley Clever. That will be up there in terms of the sweetness of the strike, the way he placed it, and Tangara was given absolutely no chance. And you felt it's just been coming, that the Bulls have been looking to play that little bit of defensive way for most of it, and then look for that little counter, and they just put a little bit of pressure on. And Adam Trotter is there in the right place at the right time. Well, there's 5 or 6 minutes left in this first half. A chance for the Rams to just take stock, perhaps, and see if they can carve something out before the break here. As it's with Colkett, who's hurrying things along. Now Watson hooks it clear. Dos Santos gives chase. Back again to McCarthy. Colkett. Seen a lot of that from him, but he finds the ball this time himself. Pierrick looks to have switched to that far side. He's just trying his tricks. He's trying his... Well, he's tried for goal, and he's not that far away in the end. A decent effort there from the marauding Brandon Pierrick, who's had a little go at the Bulls' goal there, and it's gone over, but it's not gone over by much. Well, you can see he's been operating left and right, this time cutting in from that right-hand side and coming close. Mr. Santos won't get there ahead of Boateng, who gets it forward. And Trotter goes back to Watling. Looking now for the searching pass for Carvalho, dealt with by Bin and Williams, and then a little bit of hesitation. Back to Tangara, and then Dreyer keeps his head. Trotter puts the pressure on, falls now to Lecain. Can the Bulls create something here? Watson, Ritzema trying to skip away. Back it is to Trotter. Trotter will clip it in towards the Bickley, who's beaten to it, but it's still alive with Ritzema inside the box, trying to find an angle, trying to find Trotter. Will he again? Not this time. In towards the feet of Carvalho. Really does well. Pace on that ball. Stepping over. Now Lecain. Surely he's got to deliver it in. Far post is the call. In comes Giles at the far post, of all people, who arrives late. A little bit of a clash there in the end. It looks like it's Dos Santos, and it looks like Jay Giles. And there's, well, urgent call here by the referee for some treatment. Jay Giles trying to get up, but he seems to be struggling there. Goalkeeper just told to hold on. And Jay Giles is back up on his feet. He's a little bit of something here. Water is the call. Jay Giles seems to be okay. Looked like he just caught it in the head to start with, but he soldiers on. He want to get back on the pitch here, as there's a slight advantage while he's off for the Rams, and there's nobody at left back. You think that Ritzema will just sit back now, and Dos Santos, and leave Bickley up front till Giles is back on, and there is Dos Santos. Giles back into picture. Well, that'll add a little bit of time. Not a huge amount, though. The ball's been in play mostly throughout this first half, as Dreyer trying to get his side going. Near side, Bin and Williams again. And again, the protective cover from Carvalho. McCarthy. Williams. Pierrick again. Well, the ball is pinging around there. Free kick is given. Pierrick just using too much of the hands, too much grabbing at the shirt. A bit of pinball wizard there. And it's going to be a Bulls ball. Van der Vliet will clear. Long from him. Dreyer gets to it. Again, seen a lot of that. The palms out, as if to say, come on, give me an option here. Dunn picks it up. Has a little look forward. Good challenge again. This time looks like it's Dos Santos doing well. Now Bickley down the channel, left-hand side, trying to get there. Put a bit of pressure on McCarthy. McCarthy doing really well, keeps it in, but he plays it out for a throw, not a corner. And the Bulls bench just about to signal the minutes to be added on. Let's get a glimpse of that, perhaps. In the meantime, Bulls in no hurry to take this throw in. It will be Dos Santos again, the new rocket launcher, the new rocket man. Dos Santos now. Looking for the flick on, it comes from Watling, and now at the far post is Carvalho, who's marshalled by Bingham Williams. It's always going to be an ask for Carvalho to get up and above the big number 6, and in the end, goal kick. Into the last minute of normal time in this first half. Bingham Williams again, seen this throughout this first half, as just looking to find a pass, find a ball through, taking their time here. 1 minute of added time we can see on the far side, which will just be for that little bit of a stop. Wow, Giles took a little bit of water on board. Again, this time Pierrick has switched to the left-hand side, but he shows too much of it. Somehow keeps it alive. And it's also a Rams throw. Quickly taken. Colkett. Well, a chance maybe for Bickley at the other end. Can he? Well, he's hit the arm of McCarthy. Couldn't do much about that. That won't be a foul. Not a handball. And a chance nearly there in this last minute of added time. The balls to try and break as the Rams try to get forward. There's a one last play before the referee calls it. Well, again, good marshalling there by Kere, and Van der Vliet coming at the right time. A chance now. There's a bit of space here for Carvalho. Can he keep it alive? He can. He's gone past. Well, he's been pulled back by Dreyer. That's got to be a yellow card and a free kick for anybody, whether that was a Bulls player or a Rams player. Dreyer can't do that. He knows he can't do it, but he feels he has no option. Well, he was all over Carvalho. Carvalho did really well. Just that little nudge of the ball inside and gets round Dreyer. Dreyer's beaten. He knows there's nothing else he can do. He has to pull him back. He wrestles him in the end. He picks up a yellow card and he takes one for the team. But there's a chance here, just probably the last chance of this first half, with the free kick to come in from Jay Giles on this near side. Can the Bulls capitalise? Here we go. Giles. One in the wall. Referee making sure that that one is back 10. Giles it will be. Clips it, near post, headed away by Dunn. Corner for the Bulls. Well, the referee blows, there's no time to take it. And that's the end of the first half. A first half that has seen a pretty defensive and a tightly knit back line from the Jersey Bulls, but it's been the Bulls who've sneaked the lead. It's that man in your picture, Adam Trotter, with the strike from outside the box, who's given the Bulls the slenderest of the leads as the players make their way off that half-time. It's Jersey Bulls 1, it's Croydon Athletic 0, and we'll see you after the break. The Bulls make their way out with Jay Giles leading the charge for the second half. The Rams have been out there ready, preparing, and it would be interesting to be a fly on the wall to know what they discussed at half-time. Certainly they'll have to change the way they play. They're probably going to have to go a little bit more direct. They tried to be skillful and tried to play it out wide, looking for that little bit of an angle, bit of an option. But so far the Bulls have been up to it. And from the Adam Trotter finish from the edge of the box, it's the Bulls who have the lead as we're about to get the second half underway. Well, the Bulls will stick to the game plan. There's no need for them to change what they're doing. As it stands, they just need to keep the defensive structure and look to take the chances when they arise. And they're getting a few. They've had a couple on the counter in the first half. Yet have Croydon managed to call Van der Vliet into a real save of any note. But there's a long way to go. And they've got the threat of Pierrick and Grant, who we know you don't want to give too much of an opportunity to. Now the players and the subs slowly getting back out there for this second half. The second half where the Bulls will want to maintain this lead, take all 3 points and do the double over the Rams. The Rams, of course, themselves will want to avoid a back-to-back defeat and will want to do what they can to come back into the game first and then to take away the 3 points. It will all, no doubt, come into play as we move towards the last few games of the season. Not quite there yet, still a good 10 or a dozen to go, but these are the games that sort the men from the boys. It will be the Bulls to kick off. It's the goal scorer, Trotter, and for the second time, we're underway. Long ball forward again, looking for Bickley, who gets a little touch. Giles is forward, plays it into the box, and Tangara is quickly there, easy for him. And again, trying to get forward quickly here. Far side, Bingham Williams again. Dreyer. McCarthy. Just looking for some options here. Just goes across the back line. Now Dreyer. Well, wasted ball by the skipper there. He's looking for some movement ahead of him. We didn't see any. Played the ball. Throw in for the Bulls. Long throw from LeCain down the line for the head of Bickley. Trotter gets it back. Brings it inside now. Jay Giles, first time ball down the line, looking for Dos Santos, but he's marshalled well there by Williams, but the Bulls have it back. Play on, says the referee. Not a head injury, so he won't stop it. The Bulls continue forward. Far side. Carvalho now. 2 for company. Tries to skip past Bingham Williams and runs out of room. Just to see who's gone down there, but referee wasn't stopping play. Cavaliers now will come over. Just checking to see which one of the Croydon players has gone down. Referee says no treatment. And slowly to his feet. And then back on his haunches. It looks like it is Cadell Daniel. Just need to check and see him. Far side is Bingham Williams, who has the throw. Down the line he goes. And Trotter just closing down Colkett. That would have actually been Boateng who went down that challenge. He's back up now on this near side. Bickley saunters across, Trotter as well, but the ball is down that left-hand side to Bingham Williams. Carvalho backtracking. Ball into the box. headed back by Giles, who does really well. Van der Vliet doesn't come, doesn't need to. Well, some good communication going on here between the Bulls keeper and his back line. Ball bouncing around, doesn't reach to Santos. Giles plays it through the channel. McCarthy with the header. Hits Ritzema, bouncing around. Down goes, looks like Daniel under the challenge there of Watson. Referee does eventually call it back. Played on quickly to Colkett. Out to Bingham Williams and back again. And lovely quick swip pass now. Broken up though by LeCain. Trotter doing his best in a battle there. Again with Pierrick. Driving forward is Dreyer. Drives it into Watson. Maybe a half chance for the Bulls to break here with De Santos to the left. Bickley takes it on himself. Bickley will keep going. Pass done. Bickley tries to play it in. Gets it back. The Rams in numbers now. No, good play by Cavallio. Skips into the box. Cavallio plays it back into the business area. Nobody there for the Bulls. De Santos trying to get there now. Bickley leaving a foot in. Down going Daniel. Now Bickley doing really well on the far side again. Just holding possession as McCarthy comes forward. Now Dreyer. Oh, short pass there, which Trotter tries to get onto, and he's putting a lot of pressure on Colkett, who's twisting and turning and trying to get his way out of the cul-de-sac, and he does. Into McCarthy. Looks for that long ball, cut out again. Back it is with McCarthy. Nice ball inside to Daniel. Whips it out that far side. Pierrick pops up. Trying to battle his way into the box. He does. Here come the Bulls. Watson's got to be careful. Shot comes in. It's in the back of the net. And it is Daniel, and the Bulls' lead is cancelled out within 5 minutes of the start of the second half. And it's the number 7, Cadell Daniel, who fires it past Van der Vliet. All of a sudden, it's Jersey Bulls 1, Croydon Athletic 1. Well, there was too much space, too much time. The Bulls just were a little bit tentative, a bit standoffish there. Allowed Daniel to bring the ball under control. And he powers it past Van der Vliet, who gets nowhere near that one. And the Bulls just maybe switching off fractionally there. Defensively, they've been solid until that point. They just need to reorganise and regroup. But fair play to the Rams, they're not giving up. They got back into this game as quickly as they could. And now we really do have a game on.
Croydon, number 7, Cadell Daniel.
Forward it comes again. Well, all of a sudden there's blue shirts everywhere. And suddenly, as well, there is a little bit more bounce in the step of the Rams. Sweeping the ball around now. Daniel again, the goal scorer, picks it up. Offload by Colkett, gets it back. Just patience, that's always been needed. A short ball there, and as well, nearly playing into trouble there. Dreyer just does enough. That's what the Bulls are looking to do here, just find that mistake. And here come the Rams. Daniel again, busy, goes down under the challenge. Free kick will be given against Trotter. In a decent position. Carey putting his point of view across, but the referee's made his mind up, and the Rams have got a free kick in a really good position here. Probably just about the right distance from goal to get it up and down. The Bulls will have to retreat further than that in terms of the wall. There's a few stand over it. It's like Colkett, Dreyer and Josh Williams all having a deep discussion as to who's going to take this. They'll know, of course, what they're going to do. They will have practiced this. The Bulls have plenty in the line right in front of Van der Vliet. The wall looks solid. Grant just making a nuisance of himself on the other side of that wall. He will peel off. Van der Vliet needs to be on the metal here. Real opportunity for the Rams. It's left. It's going to be Colquitt. Colquitt goes for goal. Well, it's not that far away. It's bending. It's just not bending the right way. It's always going across and away from goal from Colquitt from that left foot strike. Well, the Bulls need to get hold of this game now. Ritzimer will try and do it down his left-hand side, trying to skip away. Gets away from Dunn. Will take on Boateng. Place the ball inside now. Arriving in the shot. It's going to go in, and it's De Santos. Well, it's end-to-end stuff. He gets a touch on it, De Santos. We're going to see the acrobatics, the flip, the roll. Well, it was a soft touch in the end. It was enough on it. It just had enough to get past Tangara. And it nestles itself into the bottom left-hand corner of the goal. End-to-end stuff here. Ray De Santos puts the Bulls back in the lead. It's Jersey Bulls 2. It's Croydon 1. Well, that will definitely buoy on the home crowd. De Santos just does enough. He gambles as the ball is played in. And in the end, it's the drive from Ritzimer that starts it all off down this left-hand side. And it's De Santos who gets there at the right time. Well, the Rams will go again here, trailing for the second time in this game this afternoon. Well, it's been end-to-end stuff, and all of a sudden, what was a really defensive-minded first half has turned into a little bit more attacking in the second. And it's just like Mr. Ellis. Well, it's again Ritzimer. Now here comes De Santos, who's got the bit between his teeth, clips it, trying to get a ball in behind Binham Williams for Carvalho. Can't quite reach it, but all of a sudden, where the bounce has suddenly gone back to the Rams, it's ebbed and flowed, and it's now gone back with the Bulls. Calm again is required. Colquitt, heavy touch far side, enough for Lacane to get in. Free kick's not given. Looked like it was going to be. Referee says no, play on. The Rams still have it. We're done. Boateng for Williams. Now done again. Back inside for Colquitt. Passes being strung together here. McCarthy. Giles with the head up. Oh, just gets there at the right time. Williams on that far side. Boateng with the throw. To Dunn as the Bulls just hold that line, edge of the box, and just step forward. De Santos is back. And Boateng can't get there. Well, we thought this would be an entertaining game. It wasn't quite what we thought in the first half. It was tactical, it was defensive, and it was about counter football. But today, in the second half, in the second 45, we've seen 2 goals already. We've seen Croydon come back on terms, and the Bulls quickly get back in the lead. Makes for a very interesting last 35 or so minutes. A long way to go in this game here at Springfield. The early kickoff as the Bulls just with their noses in front. Giles now with the throw. Flicked on by Ritzimer, picked off by Dunn. Watling comes across, keeps it in, clears it forward, back to Dunn. Back with a bit of interest. Watling will get there. He's done really well. He's fouled. Looks like there is, well, it's definitely going to be a Bulls throw. Grant trying to get in with the free kick. Yeah, looks like it may well have been given. Just a little bit of a nudge there by Grant on Watling. And Jamie Watling again acquitting himself well at this level. A bit of a stalwart in the Bulls side this season since coming in. Another long ball, this time way too much on it. As McCarthy plays it to his skipper. Colkett again, looking for that left-hand flank. Daniel waits, picks it up now. Dunn makes a run forward. Daniel sprays it out to this. Well, he was looking for Williams, but just again not finding the length of pass. And it's been a little bit of a story of the game for the Rams. They've not quite found that long pass as yet. S.J. Giles uses the foot he normally stands on more than kicks, the right, and slices it somehow back and across to safety. Long ball from Kerry. Bickley jumping, Bickley going down. Ball still trying to get hold of the ball here. Solid again. Back and forth we go. Bingham Williams stepping forward. Word, he's played it short. He's given it away. De Santos now. De Santos with Bickley. De Santos, somebody's got to get hold of it. You thought De Santos was going to pull the trigger. In the end, he's pulled down. It's Bingham Williams who protests in front of the referee, but it's a free kick nonetheless. And he still continues his argument, a one-sided argument that the official is going to take no notice of, but it's a good area for the balls. Just perhaps too close, you'd think, for an up and over, but De Santos or Cavalier might try and work a little bit of magic here. Well, a packed Springfield Stadium, bar a few seats to the top corner there. Plenty of hats and caps on. The sunshine has not brought the warm weather. As Kerry talks to De Santos, there's something here perhaps that they've worked on. As the captain calls the play. Well, the Rams are deciding to go for the low block behind the wall. Man on the floor. It's De Santos, it's Cavalier. Who's it going to be? You'd think Cavalier with the angle towards the top right-hand corner. De Santos leaves it in. It's Cavalier who gets under it, scoops it up, and it goes high and wide. Well, if they've worked on that, they need to practice it just a little bit more. Always felt it was just too close. Probably want it to be a couple of 3 meters outside the penalty box to get the ball up and down. Definitely the right play, though, to go with Cavalier. That top right-hand corner for the keeper. The left, as we look, is or would have been the target. Well, half an hour left. Still Jersey Bulls 2. AFC Croydon Athletic 1. Plenty of time left. Here comes McCarthy again. Carries the ball forward. Nice little touch from, again, the run of Boateng. Usain Bolt was not going to get onto that one. Well, there's been a change on the far side. Harrier is on. Just waiting to think. Sounded like it was going to be, didn't see the numbers, but Pierrick may well have gone off. So 14 is on Callum Harrier. We'll see how that impacts on the way the Rams play. As McCarthy picks it up just on this near touchline. Back to Dunn. Again with Colkett. Now McCarthy. Near side is Boateng. De Santos does well. Ritzema then slips as he plays it forward. It's a foot chase for Bickley. Can he get there? He can. Can he keep it in? He can. Can he take on Dreyer? He can. He's past him. Can he get it in? He does. It's falling. Well, it looked like it was going to fall then to Cavalier, but Bingham Williams gets in the way. And Bickley nearly causing all kinds of problems again as Kerry, in fact, Giles there calmly nods it back to Van der Vliet. And Watling, peace of mind and presence there to just play it, but he's played a bit of trouble there, Kerry, into Watson, who does really well. And then the Kane not able to keep it in. Grant takes it. Daniel trying to magic something up here. Colkit now. Still alive here. Near side. Bingham Williams back inside to Dunn. To McCarthy. Oh, well, again, it's too short. De Santos gambles, picks it up. He's got a bit of support with Ritzema, who's trying to get up with him. On the outside, bursting forward, is Giles. Does Giles get there? He's going to try and get there ahead of McCarthy. He can't. They come together, clash. Going to be a free kick, you think. And it is. Giles there just catching McCarthy. But good to see Jay Giles bombing down that left-hand side. Just in the end, didn't quite have the gas to get there ahead of McCarthy. And we're definitely moving more backwards and forth, end to end, than we were in the first half. Both sides here feeling the next goal could be the most pivotal as it falls on the far side. Blocked by Kere, who does really well, then collides. It looks like it is Callum Harriott who's come on over there, begloved, who gets the shot, but he smashes it into Kere. And Watson, calm head, puts it back in across. And now Watling, he can step forward a little bit. Finds De Santos, seeing more of him in this second half. Line ball for Ritzema. Can he get there? Not before McCarthy. Great challenge by the centre-back. He takes a piece of Ritzema, but plays the ball. Had to get that one right. And he certainly did. But it is the new Rocket Man, Ryder Santos, who will launch this one in. Ritzema's in the box. We'll see that Ritz bounce, no doubt. Here it comes to Santos. Towards the near post. He flicks it on. Looking for Watson, can't quite get there. It's hooked clear. It's going to be another throw. This time it's going to be Johnny LeCain on the far side in front of the bullpen. Well, he will look here perhaps to launch one. He's encouraging the big men from the back to get forward. LeCain launches that one. That's got some distance, flicked on. It looks like it comes off. May well be Harriott's shoulder there, but it's cleared again up to the halfway line. And it will be a Bulls ball. Well, it's been a game of two halves, really. It's been a much more lively attacking second half. Headed back, Trotter plays it back towards the box. Watson jumping, just gets caught there. Referee's given the free kick. It's a flailing elbow of Daniel there. Watson goes down. Belated birthday present for him. I'm not sure he had that on the list. Elbow to face, tick. He's all right, he's back up. So this time, Jay Giles. Well, the Rams just taking their time to organise and to have a chat with the referee. He's controlled this game pretty well, to be fair. Not sure what's going on now. Referee asking Mr. Williams to step away, and of course we all know that it's only the captains and the player under the microscope who really should be anywhere near the referee. Here the two players just being spoken to, maybe just some words off the ball. Watson not particularly happy. And we will eventually return to Jay Giles, who has the ball ready. Giles now towards the penalty spot. Headed away, but it's given away, and it's fallen to Ritzema, who has the easiest of tasks. He takes it with a left foot, he pokes it past Tangara, he then gives it the chicken dance, flattens the corner flag. And after all of that, the Bulls have their third of the afternoon. It's Toby Ritzema. If you'd have asked him, could he have a ball on a plate to put one in the net from close range, that would have been the one he'd have wanted. He makes no mistake. It's Jersey Bulls 3. It's AFC Croydon Athletic 1. Well, it was always going to be whether another goal was going to make the difference either way. It now looks like it may have just tipped the scales in favour of the Bulls, but still, quarter of the match to go. 22 minutes plus added time to play. And the Rams have got work to do. But in the end, all that chat in the build-up, the ball comes in, it's not cleared. And Ritzema takes full advantage from close range. And now the Rams need, again, to find a way. As Watson, good challenge. Now Trotter, a little bit of space here for the Bulls. Through the middle, it's Bickley. Can he get it onto his left foot? Can he shoot? He does, he chips it. Tangara, but it's knocked in. The flag is not up. It's a fourth for the Bulls. It's Miguel Carvalho. Well, Tangara does really well, but in the end, the run from Carvalho, he gambles, something we've not seen the Bulls do for a while, and he has a simple tap-in. And all of a sudden, from 2-1, it's 4-1. It's the Jersey Bulls now who have a decent lead, but still plenty to play for. Miguel Carvalho, the scorer. In the words of that great cricket commentator, Michael Holding, well. Well, it looked like Croydon were back in this game. They were playing some good football. They were looking dangerous and threatening, and just maybe there's been a bit of a switch on the pitch. Something has just changed. From that equalising goal, the Bulls getting straight back into it, often aside when they concede are at their most dangerous, but again, the Bulls have put that one to right. They've said, yeah, we conceded, we have to go and fix it, and they fixed it quickly, and then they've gone again. And they now have a 3-goal cushion over the second-place team in the league. And all of a sudden, it's a long way back for the Rams, but could we be in for a thriller in these last 20-odd minutes? Again, no giving up. Grant battling hard. Bin and Williams inside to Dunn. Pushing the players forward. Daniels now. Oh, lovely ball out on this near side. It's Williams, plays it in. Cleared by Watling. Still with the Rams. Daniels again. And the Bulls sticking to their chance, backing in the lines of 4 there. Now Trotter breaks it up. Is there a chance here for another counter? Ritzema plays a lovely ball inside, trying to find Dos Santos. Cut out well by McCarthy, just in the nick of time. Well, we wanted to see an entertaining game with a little bit of high octane, and we've certainly been given that this afternoon. Both these sides going toe-to-toe here, battling hard. The Rams still trying to find a way back into this game now. They get a goal soon. You feel that suddenly the momentum may swing again. Picked up on this near side. Again, it's Williams, but it's Giles who gets there first. And he's won the throw-in as well. Well, these are the games that we used to watch at Step 5. We used to see the grind was between the two. Some of them 0-0, some of them 1-1 draws at the Mayfield on a Tuesday night. Said it the first half, but those days are now at a different level. But the sides still battle hard. And now Bickley again, far side. He's got Carvalho headed. Bickley takes it on. Will he try and get the shot off? He does. Well, hits. Looks like Bin and Williams still alive for the Bulls. Outside to Carvalho. Flag will go up. Carvalho's just drifted into that offside position. And again, a little look across. And there's going to be another change for the Rams any second now. Looks like we're going to see James Taylor. Just to see who he will replace. And for now, it's back with Dunn. McCarthy. Boateng. Through the middle, straight into Watson. Chance again, and now DeSantos, quick ball. Ritzimer's got a bit more freedom. Outside it goes to Cavallo. Cavallo needs to bing it from behind. He does. Cavallo will take it on. Tries to trick his way through. Still going. Cavallo with the shot. Blocked. Saved by Tangara at the near post. Well, the deflection took all the sting out of it. But the Bulls looking rampant now. They're getting more chances than they got as the Rams try to press to get back on terms here, to try and find a second. And again, it's creating more chances. Now Giles has skipped away. Boateng has left him go. Off he goes. Giles now still going. Across comes McCarthy. This time it should be a foul on Giles. He's obstructed, but the referee says no. Goal kick. Well, they're going to make this change. It's going to be James Dunn who's going to give way for James Taylor. Well, Dunn has played his part, but pardon the pun, he is done for today. James Taylor, what can he bring to the party? I think he will slot into that midfield where Dunn has operated. And a second change as well. Off is going. Yep, it's Cadell Daniel, the goal scorer, and he's going to be replaced by David Bremang. So the third change of the afternoon for the Rams. In fact, they're going to make another. So off is going Colkett, on is coming Kirby. Well, some magic numbers being displayed and played with on the far side, and it looks like the bench has been cleared. And the final change, we'll see, off goes Boateng and on comes Frayne Kesey. Well, the whole of the Croydon subs bench now deployed. Will that change the fortunes of the Rams side? We've got a quarter of an hour left of the 90. There's a touch there on this near side for Taylor, who slots into right back by the looks of it.
Number 2, David Boateng.
And the stadium announcer just grappling with the quadruple change as well. As Kirby just knocking it around in the middle, finds Dreyer again. Taylor now, first touch down the line. Not a bad ball from him. As Giles sticking tight in that corner. Really good play by Williams. Gets it back. Oh, they stayed on side. Just was whipped in by Taylor, but it's come off Ritzimer, and surely it will be. Oh, and then Grant is caught there. Well, the referee, there's no doubt that Grant kicked out at Van der Vliet. It's right in front of the referee. Well, it looked to be. A little bit unnecessary from, like it was Reece Grant who did kick out. And the Bulls will make their own changes, and they're going to make at least 2 as Fraser Barlow is readied by Richard Hebert, the goalkeeping coach. And it also looks like James Sunley. You'd expect that to be Carvalho and Ritzimer, with Sunley coming over to the left-hand side to replace, I think, Ritzimer. Flicked on, and a chance now for Ritzimer. Final touch, and he's done it! Well, that may be the last touch he has of this afternoon, but Toby Ritzimer gambles away in the loveliest of flicks over Tangara, and the Bulls are in heaven. It's goal number 5. It's Toby Ritzimer with his second of the afternoon. And if there was any doubt, you'd think now that that will be the winning goal for the Bulls this afternoon. They've got their 5th. They've dominated the last 20-odd minutes. And it's Toby Ritzimer who bags his second. Jersey Bulls 5, AFC Croydon 1.
Number 6,
Well, we expected Ritzimer to be making way. Although, if he does, what a way to exit stage right. Definitely Barlow is coming on. And in fact, it is. There it is. Toby Ritzimer's final touch is to put the ball in the back of the net. He makes way. James Sully comes on. It looks like Carvalho will go off and Barlow will come on. And the Bulls having the luxury of this last dozen minutes to change it up. In fact, Luke Campbell is also coming on. Well, there's some quality on the bench for the Bulls. They've shown that they can play at this level. And it makes for a very interesting last few months of the season. Can Croydon find any way back now? And it's Kirby who just has a little look up. Changes have been made. Back it is again with the skipper Breyer. This side to Taylor. Picked out by Barlow, who gets the first touch, has a little look up, no one around, clips it forward, looks for the runner Bickley into the corner. Bickley's done well, uses strength. Referee says foul. And it looked like Bickley had just done what good forwards do. And another change for the Bulls. Looks like it might well be a double sub again. This time Watson takes the bow and on will come Joe Kilshaw. And then it's going to be anyone's guess as to who comes next. Whether they'll just sit back now, just put Barlow up top, Bickley off, and Campbell on, just to shore up again that back line. Now still they try and keep something going here. Ball there inside from Harrier. He's had to come deep to collect. And still Dreyer trying to find a way for his side, trying to drive them forward. Bickley just stays on his heels. Campbell waits. Kirby, Taylor does well. Dreyer skips away now, nice ball inside. Foul by Giles. Not happy with that. Taylor wants to get on with it, plays it short. On this near side is Williams, trying to skip away from Dos Santos. Williams falls down, no foul. Giles plays it back to Kilshaw. And then you think Watling will put the left boot through it. He does. Ball goes out. Well, 10 minutes plus whatever Mr. Cavaniers has to add on. And the Bulls looking to exercise all of their subs, as well as Carr is getting ready and Campbell. And it's now that the depth of squad and the injuries, which the Bulls will want to have as a minimal amount, start to really play when you can get the squad together as you drive forward. Of course, the Rams still going to be second. The Bulls trying to make a real fist of this as they try and get into that playoff position. Well, it is going to be Luke Campbell for Johnny LeCain. You'd expect Kerry will slot in at right back. Campbell will go to centre back. And also making way is Dos Santos for Carr. Good afternoon for him. Bickley will see out the 90. A little bit of strapping, wondered if he would get a bit of a breather, but he's obviously good to just hold that position up top. Now here comes the Rams. Harriet skipping, Kilshaw trying to get with him. In fact, it's Bramang there who's picked it up. Bulls clear it. And it's back on that far side with Afrain Kesey. Now Bremang again. Forward it comes. Near side is Williams. Giles comes across. Carr comes back. Trying to skip away from Carr, who's just holding him up, shows him the inside track. Suddenly is there, suddenly is fouled. No, play on. Kill short ball for Barlow. Barlow's done well, bundled down. He is in front of the referee. Well, if there's a game when there's a Barlow involved, there's always a bundle. Brought down right in front of Mr. Cavaniers. And the Bulls will just take a bit of a breather. Grant just standing right by Watling. Not sure he's retreated the 10. Doesn't matter. Ball's played short. McCain forward. Suddenly now far side. Keeps alive. Bickley. Bickley still going. Plays it into the box. It's Carr. Carr nods it back and across Barlow. Trying to bring it down. Gets a bit lucky. Barlow still going. Still going. Barlow. Can he get through? He can. Barlow. Well, he's brought down with a brilliant challenge, but it's a penalty. It isn't a brilliant challenge. Barlow is fouled, and it's a chance for the Bulls to get their 6th. Well, Fraser Barlow comes up with a huge smile on his face. The trickery, the magic. For a minute, we thought it was Carvalho, but it was Barlow who weaved his way through, tiptoeing past defenders. And as he's about to take the shot, the challenge comes in, and the penalty is awarded. And who else to mark his 200th start for the Jersey Bulls? It's Captain Kerry to take the penalty. Well, can he put the ball past the Croydon stopper, Tangara? It's Kerry against Tangara. Up he steps. And he buries it. Well, the Tangara goes the right way, but the penalty is such high quality. He couldn't have placed it better in that bottom right-hand corner. Goes across to the girlfriend, the fiancée, and the baby, and a little kiss for baby Kerry. Well, James Kerry has taken plenty of the penalties this season, in fact, probably all of them now, and has been successful from the spot. He makes no mistake today. The Bulls hit Croydon for 6. It's Jersey Bulls 6. It's AFC Croydon 1. Well, nobody would have seen this coming. It's been a scintillating second half. The Bulls absolutely stuck to their task in the first half. They got their lead. It was cancelled out quickly, and we thought we had a huge second half ahead of us with the Bulls and the Rams going toe-to-toe. But the second goal quickly made the difference. Then it was suddenly 4, and now it's 6. And there's about 5 minutes left as Watling thumps it out the ground over the fencing. New balls, please. Well, it's come back somehow. What left now for the Rams? Short ball there to Harrier. Ball played nicely inside for Grant. Well, again, he just lays it off. Taylor's there. Chance now, edge of the box. Shot comes in. Well, it's not on target. It goes off high and wide. Van der Vliet watches it on its way as Josh Williams can't find the target. Well, there's times in a season when you turn belief into what right now be reality. The Bulls are there. They deserve their place, you'd say, at this level, along with the likes of Croydon and Whiteleaf, who they battled so hard with at step 5. Really is a testament to the quality of this league and the quality of both of these sides. And no doubt, if things continue to go as it is, it could be that these two will meet again this season. And that would have to be in a playoff race. Oh, a lovely ball played through. They're still not finished yet, but the control isn't quite there. It looks like Bremang just runs out of room, losing his balance And the ball goes behind. Well, not long left here now at Springfield Stadium. The ball's comfortable. They're not going to rush. Van der Vliet will take his time. Long it goes again. Ball played forward. Well, Kerry and Campbell both going for the same ball. LeCain is there. In fact, it was Trotter who went off. We thought it was originally it was the number 2 that went up, but it was the number 12. And so the ball's operating with 5 at the back now. Barlow getting back to defend, goes down again. Nothing given, or is it? Well, it is. The referee just not loud with the whistle this afternoon. Well, Grant again, just getting a little bit. Tempers perhaps flaring, frustration for him. A little bit of a kick at Van der Vliet, so a little bit of a push now at Kilshaw. Now holding the referee. And if he's not careful, he's going to find himself in the book. It's only a couple of minutes, a minute and a half less. Van der Vliet will take it up towards Barlow, gets a nudge from Finnan Williams. Oh, now LeCain shoots. Wow, not far away. And Johnny LeCain trying to get his name on the scoreboard as the announcement from the stadium is a player of the match for the Jersey Bulls for Toby Ritzemer, who smiles on from the dugout. Barlow bundled down again and then landed on. Free kick again. Barlow just caught. 5 minutes of added time. I'm not sure where that's all come from. There's been a lot of substitutions. Barlow going down will just add a little bit further to that. A few extra seconds. Just caught on the back of that right leg as that would have been Efrain Kesey who just landed on him. To be accidental. Ball's played forward. Looking for Carr. Bickley has just hung off him and waits into that corner. He can't hold it there for 5 minutes, and he won't be able to because the flag is up in any event. Well, I said it earlier, it's this time of the season. The Bulls now starting to find the rhythm. They're into the higher gears, you feel, as well. They've been playing well most of the season and now starting to put a run together when it matters most. Big tasks ahead of them still, big challenges in the next few weeks. February could be the month that they really push on. And this is the start of that month. Playing 3 of the top 5 sides. Headed forward again, Sunny will pick it up. Back it goes. Van der Vliet clears. Carr now just operating on that left-hand side ahead of Sunday, and Kilshaw putting his head in there bravely. Kerry just clips it forward, looking for Carr again. Free kick given. Carr just catching. Looks like Dreher's gone down there. Again, it looked accidental. Nothing deliberate about that. Just getting his breath back, the skipper. Helped up by McCarthy. And now it's with, it was with Finnan Williams, but it's back now with Kirby. And again, the ball's driven forward, looking down that left-hand channel as Van der Vliet. Well, not balletic really, but jumps over the ball. And we'll no doubt replace this and take a little bit more time off the clock. Long ball forward again. Bickley still trying to get in there. Header from the skipper, Dreher. Now suddenly has time to turn, twist, have a little look up. Finds Watling. Short to LeCain. Back inside to Sunley. And another player's gone down in the middle there. Not sure. It looks like it may well be Grant who's just been caught. Physio is on. And this just adds more time to the clock. Well, Toby Ritzema picking up the player of the match for the Jersey Bulls today. His 2 goals. Scored pretty quickly for the Bulls. His goals coming on 68 and 77, but it was that spell. It was that moments of madness, you might say, between 51 and 69 when it was suddenly 1-1 when Cadell Daniels scored for the Rams. 3 minutes later to Santos, followed up by Ritzema and then Carvalho. And by the 70th minute, the Bulls were 4-1 up. Ritzema adding the gloss on 77. And Kere with the penalty, finishing the job on 85. And that is how we stand now as treatment to Rhys Grant continues. Looks like he may well not be able to continue, so he is helped off. They've used all their subs, so there'll be no replacement for him. And it will be the last few minutes that the Rams will have to play with 10. Well, Elliot Powell was given the manager of the month for January. He clearly wants to try and retain it for the month of February, and he could well do if he can repeat these performances and get his charges for playing at this kind of level again as they take on Faversham and Wheatleaf and Sevenoaks in the last 3 weeks of the month. We're only just into the first week, of course, but there may have been doubters. They won't be now. This is a proper outfit. This is a well-drilled, well-disciplined, well-coached side in Jersey Bulls, and a side that is really showing what they can deliver at this Step 4 level. They played against some of the top sides. Croydon are one of those, and they have got the rub on them twice this season so far. Well, that's all over. The Stormzy crew have been blown away by the Jersey Bulls here at Springfield this afternoon. It's been a tale of 2 halves. A first half with a solo goal coming from Adam Trotter from a sweet strike outside the box to give the Bulls the lead. We thought it might be the same in the second. It wasn't. It was moments of madness, moments of magic as well, as a score of 1-1 became 4-1, then 5-1, then 6-1 in pretty quick succession. Well, the players shake hands as they make their way off. Toby Ritzema in the picture there, the player of the match with 2 goals. It's the Jersey Bulls who run out convincing winners here today, finishing the game with 6 goals to 1 back from AFC Croydon. Well, 3 points to start February, 3 well-deserved and well-played points for the Jersey Bulls. Elliot Powell can definitely now say thank you for the award and know rightly that he deserved it. Lots of work to do, but a great start to February. We hope you've enjoyed watching it. We'll see you next time for Whyteleafe against the Bulls.